And a chance for everyone to get some shots up. Find the touch. Find the range. Find themselves. We're almost at game time. Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, to the lane, and it's blocked. From deep three-point territory. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Here's the prodigy, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Releases. No good there off the double clutch. Gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Lets it go from 11. Look at that.
Oh, my goodness. Watch out.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
Young with the ball. His last outing with 20 points. Pass to Stephens. Here's the prodigy. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Great look, but off the mark. Gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And it's denied. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
With the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard to show us the league's best shooting teams last season.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but, man, they were right there.
Young outside. Here's Boston. Got a piece of it. Harrison passes to the prodigy. Ring shot on the way. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Inside, here's Hill. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Out to the wing. Here's the prodigy. Sinks the three-pointer. The prodigy's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
this is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Davis is checked in for the Prodigy.
Coming onto the floor for the away team.
Here's Stephens, still scoreless. Off the inbound, no good.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys. Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
And Hill has it in the corner. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming out.
Personal foul, second.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
The line for 2. Hill.
First one falls for him. Both teams deciding to change it up. Both shots good from the stripe. There's 1:17 left to play in the first quarter. Here's the Prodigy. Last game he had 34 points. Howard, that's good.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too. Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that 3 a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
The Prodigy, he's checked in for Pisecniks. Young from outside. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to the Prodigy. Wood with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wood. Daniel Tice is checked in for the Prodigy.
Away team. Number 45. Daniel Tice.
Here's the Prodigy. 7 points in the game. Look out! And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. Here's Stewart. No good with the triple. Here's the Prodigy. He's got 9. Pass to Davis. No good from outside. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Up by 12. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something. Davis
is out there with the Prodigy. Then there's Howard. And it's Knox in at power forward. Here's the Prodigy to the wing right side. It's stolen by Hill. And here's the fast break. Here's Houston. Off with the layup.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
The Prodigy passes to Howard. Fader on the way. It's hauled in by Wood.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to see.
Drops in the tray.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Okay, time for an injury report.
Oh, that is not what you need to see. It sounds like it's a serious injury. At such an early point of the season, it's a tough time to lose him. It's disappointing for everyone. Guys?
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
And in the training room, guys. I mean, that is not going to be an easy injury to bounce back from.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Now, here's Stewart. Not a lot of room. And now, here's Davis, the fast break opportunity.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Wood a screen on Davis. A prodigy with the rebound. Gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Pass to Knox. Right side Davis. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wood.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. A prodigy's shot is good. Mark, you had a chance to defend a lot of great scores in your time in the NBA.
Yeah, and I did. They wore me out too, Bart. I mean, I think the attitude of those guys stands out. Their relentlessness, the skill level obviously was there, but it was the relentless pursuit of the basketball and scoring opportunities. Bernard King, Larry Bird, Alex English, Marcus Johnson was near the tail end of his prime, but he was a problem too. I mean, there were a number of guys in that. Kelly Tripucka, whoo! Yeah, don't make my head spin.
Outside, Davis connects from three-point range. Davis has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So it's more pay for play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
You know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much. To the middle. Ball stolen. He's all alone.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Here's Young from the arc, and he's good on the three ball. Young's got 8 points here in this quarter.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Both teams will make substitutions. Pass to the prodigy. Here's Harrison. Three-pointer. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
The three does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just one so far. Here's the prodigy.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
Pass to Steffens. 54 seconds left in the first half of basketball. That one drops for him.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Got that one up quick. Harrison's got 6 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
The shot by Jordan, no good. Gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Here's Stevens. A prodigy with the rebound. The prodigy's got 5 rebounds tonight. 1 second left. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Up 19. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Jason Kidd. Jason, how do you feel about your team's performance?
I feel great. You know, we're sharing the ball, we're making the extra pass, but we're attacking the paint, and if we can continue to do that, puts us in a good seat.
Jason, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It is a wonderful night for basketball and a wonderful time to get a quick, wonderful rundown of how the wonderful West looks early on in this wonderful season. Is that too many wonderfuls?
No, you're wonderful.
You got to be feeling pretty good if you're one of the teams at the top of your conference.
It's a huge confidence boost. Lets you know that they're doing the right thing right now.
As if you ever needed a confidence boost. You always think you're doing everything right.
Well, oh my gosh, look, who's talking? Are you serious? Ernie, you hear this?
I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about...
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the visiting team.
The way they have owned the paint, not only will they win the game, they might not even sweat in the fourth quarter.
Good news is we have great AC here in the studio, so we never have to sweat.
Ah, it's so cool in here.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. The Prodigy having a great impact in this game.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
We've got Jordan. Prodigy is out there with the Prodigy. And it's Harrison in at the 3. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Jason Kidd.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Thing has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. It's blocked, and it ends up out of bounds, and they'll keep possession. Here's Boston.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Here's the Prodigy. Over to the wing. And that one's good, Harrison. Harrison's got 9.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
Austin the pass to Young. Good on the triple. He's got 14.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
The Prodigy, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
The Prodigy passes to Harrison. Jordan outside. Here's the Prodigy. Pops it up for Jordan. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And a deep 3 from Young. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Pass to the Prodigy. From outside, off the mark. Gone into a slump here from three-point range. Shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Jumps up.
Oh, watch out below. Come on now, throw it down.
Whoa, just climbing the ladder for that 360. Stupendous hop.
Yeah, Greg, he was sky high on that finish.
And that's what it takes, guys. Athleticism, coordination, and a bunch of confidence and fearlessness.
So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the
And now, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in block shots last year.
They've got a number of guys that can deny you when you take that ball inside. That's why they're one of the best shot blocking teams in the league, at least they were last year, because they worked well together and they made it a priority.
And they'll get another chance.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout, looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Pass to Jordan. Harrison in the corner for the 3. No good that time. 32% overall right now, not one of their better showings.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Back when you played, Greg, the offseason was more of a dead period for the league. Not anymore. They want to make it year-round. Every month, something's going on.
Kevin, I love Vegas Summer League. It's given us some extra hoops. It's created a ton of excitement for the future. And also the trades and signings. The NBA is a 12-month-a-year league. That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the infectious dunk.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here's the Prodigy. 24 points for him. That one goes in. The Prodigy's got 6 points in the quarter.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Kevin, we are seeing a new generation taking over the NBA. Commissioner Adam Silver says stars can be created much quicker these days. Sports is a meritocracy and talent gets rewarded. With a social media community in the billions for basketball and a global market for talent, new and different stars end up emerging. Kevin?
Which is always good for the game. Great to see. And David, a great report again from you. Thank you. Pass to Jordan, and it's sent back by Hill. The Prodigy with the rebound. The Prodigy's got 8 rebounds in this game. Harrison knocks down the 3 ball. Harrison's got 12 points in the game.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Pass to Hill. Here's Stephens, 11 feet away, and off the prior, and in it goes. Stephens got his 3rd bucket of the night. Gotten half their shots to drop in the second half, up to this point, going 7 of 14. Here's the Prodigy. Count that one.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for your home team.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Stewart with the steal. Uncovered. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Stewart's got his 2nd basket of the game. Davis, the pass to the Prodigy. The 3. Here's Boston. Over Howard. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Delivering the blowout. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays, night in and night out.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And it's time for an injury report.
And unfortunately, it sounds pretty serious. Now, it's just November, so they do have some time to make adjustments, but it's a blow nonetheless. Guys,
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Good out there with Hill. And it's Young, and it's Stewart in at the 1. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Howard, good.
3 points.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
Here's Stewart, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Howard, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
Harrison's checked in for Newman. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Here's Stevens, true on the 14-footer.
Yeah, the first half was 1 to deep 6 or forget, but in the second half, he's looked a lot better.
In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year, but they got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the results.
He hit a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Here's the prodigy. This one for 3. Hill pulls it in. Gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Pass to Steffens. Young outside, beyond the arc. With that miss, he's now made 6 and missed 6 from the field. The prodigy passes to Mendes. Wood with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wood. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. So both teams changing it up here. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, the prodigy.
Boy, he completely took over, I think, on both ends of the floor. Scoring with authority and influencing a lot of plays, almost every play. This was the kind of night you dream about as a player.
They lost 2 straight coming into this one, and he knew he needed to put his foot down. He showed leadership tonight, getting them back on the winning track. Here's the prodigy. Buries it from 3-point range.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Steffens can't get it to go. Here's the prodigy. Offensive rebound. Here's the prodigy. Got a hand on it, and that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
The ball goes to the away team. Substitution on the court.
6 on the shot clock. Tries the spin move. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Young from deep 3-point range. The quick look, no good that time. Gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Lets it go from deep. Nailed from three-point land. 20 points for the Prodigy.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter, and the call will go against the Prodigy. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
That's tipped, and he recovers it. Young, no good. Gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Fires the 3. Another miss by Young.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half. And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Here's the Prodigy. No good with the layup. Here's Steffens. And so the road team gets the W in this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, the Prodigy.